By doing these things, I went from failing my exams to going into exam season without breaking a sweat. And today, I'm going to share with you how I managed to turn things around. You see, it's no secret that exam season is one of the worst times of the year for students around the world. Stress levels are through the roof. Everyone is anxious. People are left contemplating why they are still in school, all because of a few tests that are worth the majority of your class grade. There are many issues with the educational testing system, but we won't get into that in this video. Instead, we will focus on the real cause of stress among students worldwide. In a study done by New York University, nearly half the students reported a great deal of stress on a daily basis, and 31% reported being moderately stressed. With the majority of students being stressed every day, I see this as a major problem that should be addressed. So, stick around as we explore ways to reduce stress, recommendations for effective studying, and how to stay calm during your exams. Let's enter this exam season like a pro. Now that we understand the magnitude of the problem, it's time to dive into some solutions. First up, let's talk about general stress reduction techniques. Stress is like a monster under the bed, always lurking, ready to pounce when you least expect it. But what if I told you there are ways to tame this monster? To put it back under the bed where it belongs. It all begins with 3 simple practices: eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and getting adequate sleep. Let's start with the food we eat. Think of your body as a high-performance vehicle. You wouldn't fill it with low-quality fuel, would you? Of course not. You'd opt for the premium. Similarly, your body needs high-quality fuel, which comes from a balanced diet. Incorporate plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains into your meals. Remember, junk food is a stress enabler, not a stress reliever. Next, let's talk about exercise. You don't need to become a marathon runner or a gym rat. Just 30 minutes of moderate exercise a day can do wonders. It releases endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters, and it's a great way to clear your mind. So, whether it's a brisk walk, a quick jog, or even a dance-off in your room, get moving. Lastly, we have sleep, the often overlooked component of stress management. It's not just about the quantity, but also the quality. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of good quality sleep each night. This means creating a sleep-friendly environment, dark, quiet, and cool. And yes, this means turning off that phone an hour before bedtime. These lifestyle changes might seem daunting at first, but they're not. Start small, and gradually build these habits into your routine. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Remember, your body is a machine and you need to take care of it. In doing so, you'll find your stress levels decreasing, and your ability to focus increasing. So let's fuel this machine properly, get it moving, and give it the rest it deserves. It's time to say goodbye to stress and hello to a healthier, happier you. Now that we have our stress levels under control, let's talk about studying. Yes, you heard it right. Studying is a skill, and by mastering it, you can greatly reduce your exam stress. Let's dive right into the first technique, the Pomodoro technique. This method, created by Francesco Cirillo, is named after a tomato-shaped kitchen timer. It is as simple as it is effective. You set a timer for 25 minutes and focus on one task and one task only. When the timer rings, take a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, take a longer break of about 15 to 30 minutes. This technique allows you to maximize your focus and productivity while providing regular breaks to rest your brain. It breaks down your study time into manageable chunks, making the task feel less daunting. Next up, we have distributed practice, also known as spaced repetition. This technique is based on the idea that we learn more effectively when we spread out our study sessions over time. So instead of cramming the night before an exam, break your study material down into smaller pieces and review them over several days or weeks. This method takes advantage of the way our brains work by building on the information each time you revisit it. It's like building a brick wall. You can't just throw all the bricks in a pile and expect a wall to form. You have to lay each brick one at a time and let the mortar dry in between. Lastly, let's talk about active recall. This is the practice of actively testing yourself instead of passively reviewing your notes. Active recall forces your brain to retrieve information, strengthening the neural pathways and making it easier to remember that information in the future. You can implement active recall by using flashcards, summarizing information in your own words, or teaching the material to someone else. It might feel more difficult than simply rereading your notes, but that's because it's doing more work to reinforce your memory. Now, implementing these techniques may seem like a lot of work, and well, it is. But remember, the goal here is not to make studying easier. It's to make it more effective. It's about studying smarter, not harder. And while it might take some time to adjust to these new methods, I promise you, it's worth the effort. So, give these techniques a try. Start with the Pomodoro technique, breaking your study sessions into 25-minute chunks with 5-minute breaks in between. Begin to distribute your practice over several days or weeks, building on the information each time you revisit it. And finally, utilize active recall to actively test your knowledge instead of passively reviewing it. Remember, the key to effective studying is consistency, not cramming. By spreading out your study sessions, you'll not only reduce stress but also improve your retention and understanding. With a solid study strategy in place, let's now focus on the final hurdle, the exam room. It's natural to feel nervous, but there are ways to stay calm and focused. Imagine walking into a room, heart thumping, palms sweating, and the clock ticking. Sounds like a scene from a suspense movie, right? But in reality, this is what many of us feel when we step into an exam room. But fear not, because we've got some proven techniques to help you stay calm and composed during your exams. First on the list is deep breathing. This is not some new age mumbo-jumbo, but a scientifically proven technique to lower stress levels. When you're feeling anxious, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid, which can make you feel even more nervous. Deep breathing can help to reverse this process and calm your mind. The trick is to take slow, deep breaths, hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly. Repeat this a few times and you'll find your anxiety melting away. Next, let's talk about visualization. It's a simple yet powerful technique. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a calm and peaceful place. It could be a beach, a forest, or even your favorite coffee shop. Picture yourself there, feel the breeze, hear the sounds, and let the serenity wash over you. This can help to reduce those pre-exam jitters and put you in a more relaxed state of mind. Now let's move on to a crucial aspect, maintaining a positive mindset. It's easy to let negative thoughts creep in, especially when you're under pressure. But remember, these exams are just a measure of what you know, not who you are. Believe in your preparation, believe in your abilities, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Being prepared is another key to staying calm during exams. Ensure that you've got all your essentials, pens, pencils, calculator, whatever you need. Double-check everything the night before so that you're not scrambling at the last minute. It's also a good idea to visit the exam venue beforehand if possible. Familiarizing yourself with the environment can make it less intimidating on the day of the exam. Arriving early on the exam day can also help to ease your nerves. Rushing in at the last minute can increase your stress levels, so aim to reach the venue at least half an hour early. This gives you ample time to settle in, take a few deep breaths, and get into the right mindset. And finally, remember to take care of your health. A well-rested mind is a calm mind. So make sure you get a good night's sleep before the exam, stay hydrated, and eat a healthy meal. Avoid caffeine as it can make you feel jittery. Remember, exams are not a test of your worth but a test of your knowledge. Stay calm, stay focused, and you'll do just fine. We've covered a lot today, from stress reduction techniques to effective studying methods and staying calm during exams. We've journeyed through the forest of stress, dissecting the roots of the problem, and providing you with the tools to navigate your way through. Let's take a quick stroll down memory lane. We kicked off with stress reduction techniques, emphasizing the importance of a balanced diet, regular exercise, and adequate sleep. Remember, your body is your temple, and treating it with respect will help mitigate stress levels. Next, we dived into the world of effective studying methods. We debunked the myth of last-minute cramming and highlighted the benefits of a more structured approach to studying. By breaking down your study material into manageable chunks and spreading it over several weeks, you're setting yourself up for success. Then, we ventured into the realm of staying calm during exams. We discussed how being purposeful and prepared can help you maintain your cool in the exam room. We also talked about the power of breathing exercises in calming your nerves, allowing you to perform at your peak. But remember, it's not enough to just know these strategies. The real magic happens when you apply them consistently. Starting today, make a conscious effort to incorporate these strategies into your daily life. Imagine going into your next exam season not with fear and trepidation, but with confidence and calmness. That's the power of effective stress management and preparation. Change is not easy, and it doesn't happen overnight. But with persistence and determination, you can transform your exam season experience from a nightmare into a dream. Now it's over to you. Apply these strategies in your daily life and see the difference. Remember, you are more than capable of conquering your exams, so go ahead and ace your exam season like a pro. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, consider hitting that like button. Drop a comment below with your ideas for my next video. I'm all ears.